What it do? YouTube's what eyes and ears tactical. Man, I was just back with another video. I was just thinking, man, why do people think you can't carry full size weapons, man? For full size firearms? I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous, man. And I just want to touch on a couple reasons of why I think full size is a great option, and some pros, and I'll give a few cons. And let me know what you guys think in the comment box, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Uh, YouTube, these are all unloaded. Safety check. I'm in a safe, controlled environment. No one's around. No ammo. Yeah, man. I just wanted to man. I heard somebody at the gun range the other day when I went and shot my 22. He's like, yeah, telling some lady like, yeah, you don't want to carry a full size firearm because they're hard to control and they're heavy and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Because these are actually a little bit harder to control and manage, and also you kind of fumble when you're trying to find it under a stressful situation. So I thought that was interesting. He gave her kind of some I wouldn't say bad advice, but it's a little bit of a myth that these are easier to shoot, particularly under stress. So let's just get it right into it. So I disagree. I think full. I brought this 1911 out, 22 LR, but I brought this out because I want to give the example of like people do carry these. People do carry a full size 5-inch barrel 1911, and I just want to bring that out to everybody, let them know that this is not a myth. This is not my opinion. People carry 1911s. They have no problem carrying it. People say, "Oh yeah, you're giving up capacity." Most guys are carrying 45 ACP, if not 9 millimeter. In most cases, they'll probably have a backup mag, which would give them 18 shots or 16 shots, whatever it may be, in a home defense or self-defense situation. You should be good. Any more than that, man, you're in trouble. So let's get over that whole crazy capacity thing. Yeah, it's nice to have 30 rounds or 22 round mag and all that, but at the end of the day, you can go check the cemetery. Don't take my word for it. The grave is full of guys who've been popped with an 8-shot 1911 or 8-shot pistol in general, or 8-shot 6-shot revolver, or 6 or 8-shot 22 caliber. The cemetery is full of people who've been shot with less than a 22 round or 30 round stick. So let's end that myth right there. Most self-defense situations are going to be 7 rounds or less according to the FBI in a justifiable shoot. Anything more than that, you've been basically targeted, and someone came to assassinate you. But a normal self-defense situation, 7 shots is about as far as you're gonna get. Anything more than that, take my word for it. It was an assassination on your life. Okay, let's make that clear. So yeah, you can definitely carry 1911s, and you don't have to worry about giving up capacity, because a 45 caliber bullet packs a big punch. You get this even 9 millimeters coming out hot and fast, with a little training. You shouldn't have to. You'll be just fine with a 1911, and you'll be able to draw this and feel that this is a steel frame, full metal firearm. So when you go to pull that thing out, you're gonna know you pulled your firearm out, and that's the other beauty of the full size frames. Another good thing about full size pistols is that you get more of a sight picture, right? Sight radius right there. So when you point aim, you have a reference, a point. You should be right on point, on target with your with hitting your target. Whereas with a shorter 3-inch, 3.8-inch barrel, you give a lot of that sight picture, that radius, and you have to be a little bit more accurate with it, because that bullet's coming out at 3.8 inches, it's coming out at 5 and some change. So you can see the difference of what that can make. It don't seem like much right now, but in an actual gunfight, that gives you a little bit better opportunity down range or something, or even more accurate. Okay, so now this is a 22 caliber. Yeah, people carry 22. I bet you somebody carried this in America, and good for them, because if it's all you got, good for you, man. Keep carrying it. Keep practicing, oil it up, and clean it, and you should be fine. Get some good ammo. Ain't no problem with that 22. I'm myth busting right now. This is what I'm doing. This video is myth busting. You can carry 22. And don't let nobody say, "Oh man, you can't carry 22." That ain't gonna do nothing. Again, I'm a reference the mortuary and the cemeteries. Go to your local cemetery. Go to your local ME, that's a medical examiner, your coroner's office. Go to your local little coroner and say, "Hey, Mr. Coroner, dude or girl, how many people you see in here come with 22 caliber gunshot wounds, fatal gunshot wounds. And they'll say, man, alarmingly a lot, because in the hood, this is a silencer. 22 caliber, not even a hood. Anybody who's trying to get away with a heinous crime and don't want a loud pop, bang, boom, and you do not have a silencer, they're probably going for this. This was the mob choice right here. The Italian mob back in the days, 22s was their way to go. That was one of their favorite firearms, because they can just roll up on somebody and pop them, and you wouldn't hear anything. Whereas all them big loud machine guns and stuff like that, you give away your position, and now you can't get away. The whole point of a criminal is trying to get away. He ain't trying to do something and get caught. So now the advantages of carrying a 45 ACP is you get a huge bullet coming out, packing a lot of firepower. You coming out 285 grain, something like that, something crazy, big old giant bullet, real sloppy. But when you got jagged hollow points and it fragments and sticks to soft tissue, you probably don't need to get more than 8 shots off with a bullet this size. I mean, that's just a huge bullet. And so that's the beautiful part of the 45 ACP. Glock 21. It ain't gotta be a Glock. This ain't about Glock. This is about caliber and a full size pistol. And this is 4.61 inch barrel. So this one's a little bit longer, just a smidgen. 4.6 inch barrel, very solid. So when you pull this out again, man, don't have a weapons light, because then you're really balancing out your shot, then knocking down the recoil. And this is flat shooting 45, and we all know 1911s. We ain't even gonna talk about how smooth they shoot. So let's just get off that. 1911, in case someone don't know, you're a rookie. Yeah, this is probably the best shooting platform in the history of guns being made, in my opinion. 1911s. I'll take that to my grave. I shot a 1911 45 9mm, outstanding shooting pistol. The only knock on 1911s, honestly, and not to me, is that they give up capacity. So, but now they got 2011s now, double stacks. But yeah, back to the full size, man. So that's what you get with the 45. You don't have to put a lot of them on your target. Great home defense choice, great EDC choice in your car. Obviously, don't leave it in overnight, but traveling around dark roads and stuff. And yeah, Glock 40, a 45 ACP will definitely get you home and protect your home. And then if you want full size, but you want a not really a 45, a little smoother shooting, not a 40, then go with a 9mm. This will get it done too. This barrel, I think it's 5.31 inches. Barrel length on this one right here. I think this one right here is a little longer than both of these. Yeah, see this one? Yeah, it's a little longer. And I know it's longer than this because this is 4.61. So you can see. But when you pull out, like, this would be a great EDC carry, particularly if you live in a cold weather state or something like that. It ain't gotta be weathered. It's not heavy. This is actually a bigger gun, but this is heavier, because when you put 10 rounds of 45 ACP up in here, y'all got to remember the weight goes up. But with that weight, you get more stable shots. And so when you load this up, it's still not heavier than this. And when you load this up with 45 ACP, it's heavier than this. But it's probably less than this, because this holds more with 45 ACP. We just imagine that's 45 ACP. But we got 3 different calibers: 9mm, 45, and 22. But they're full size. But yeah, you're gonna get flat, stable shots with a 9mm out of a 5.3 inch barrel. Are you kidding me? You ain't missing nothing. And when you pull out, you're gonna have it. So when you pull out and when you present forward, boom, you got that long sight picture right there. That long sight radius, you're gonna get on your target, man. It's guaranteed you're gonna get on your target with a little training. And so yeah, these are excellent choices to carry full size, female or male. I don't care. The only thing that would stop you is if you had tiny hands and you can't get your wrap around all the way around. I got long fingers, big hands. My hands are big relatively, on the bigger size, I said, of most men. Not big like fat and chunky, but just long, super long, so yeah, I can get around on almost anything. And that's why I actually like full size, because it fills up my whole hand. You can see it's in the palm of my hand. It's still not touching out. And I got a mag well on that one, but you can see. So that's why I like full size. It doesn't, you know, it's still inside of my hand. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and that's why I like full size. I mean, I don't have no problem carrying full size. I don't carry full size, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit in front and be like, oh man, I carry full size. No, I don't. But I like the 4-inch barrel. I'm not gonna lie, I like the 4-inch barrel. That's my ideal sweet spot. I mean, a lot of cats got their own sweet spots. I mean, it ain't just me. It's a lot of people. They prefer a certain barrel length. You know, a lot of guys they like the 3.8 and 3.4s and 3.29s. I mean, they got revolvers that are 2-inch revolvers. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine a 2-inch carry gun? I mean, it's coming out hot and snappy, pop, 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 pop. So that's how they get. Now you can practice and manage that recoil, but you still gonna get that. Whereas if you shooting these, maybe, and then this 45, you know what I'm saying? And then 22 is gonna be like this. No recoil at all. 10 mil out of a 3.8 inch barrel. So you have to practice, dry fire, go to the range, manage the recoil, understand what kind of recoil you're getting out of that. You know, if I was carrying that, I wouldn't be anticipating, but I would know this is going to be hot when I pull it. So if I ain't got a strong grip on it and I fire, you know, your hand, if you ain't got that offhand, you know, that can just, the gun could drift on you. Same with a 45. If you shooting with one hand, you ain't practicing, you could just, all your shots can just be kind of off or rising on you. They could be all over the place with this. They can be like that. This will probably just be more like that. It'll be kicking back on you. And then a 9mm, you have a better chance because it'll probably just stay right there and just rise more than you would if you had both hands on it. And a 22 is the reason why it's ideal, particularly with bad guys, because it has no recoil with either hand. So they can operate more stealthy because they don't have to worry about the offhand. They need to be on the pistol to get an accurate shot. So that's just some of the reasons and the disadvantages and advantages. Anybody's watching, think about what size they want to carry, or someone was on the fence of carrying full size. Don't even worry about it, bro. You can, lady, sir, ma'am, you can carry a full size. There's no problem. Just get a proper holster and practice with it. And another reason why I like 4.02 inch, the Glock 19, the Glock 23. Again, for me, it's all about the grip. I think if you're going to be carrying something, it shouldn't matter what size it is. It should be, how does it feel in your actual hand? And can you manage the recoil under duress? And that's where the range and practice comes in. Those are the two biggest factors in the EDC. Comfortability of the gun, shootability of the gun, comfortability of position of carrying the gun, but more importantly, reliability of the gun. So in order, reliability of the gun, shootability of the gun, comfort of the gun in your hand, and comfort of the gun being holstered on your body. Those are the factors. But I will start with reliability of the gun first, and then work for the shootability, and then work with the hand. Because you can always adjust sometimes with the grip, just find another grip or find another pistol. But once you figure out what caliber you want, and then you realize like, hey, I can shoot this gun really, really good, then now you're ready to go. So hope this is helpful for someone, man. You know, yeah. Can you carry full size? Absolutely you can, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate everybody's support, man. Keep watching the video. Got more stuff coming, man. Hey, everybody stay blessed. Peace.